break. Joe Rogan, he did just sign a deal with Spotify, so his podcasts are now available like wherever podcasts usually are. I get it through my iTunes. I don't think you'll be able to even get it on iTunes anymore.
That's the way to do it. That's the Howard-like model, right? Where you're trying to engender people to sign up for your service to get this product.
Yeah, so
Satellite Howard.
if you want Joe Rogan, you're going to have to go to Spotify. And that deal is worth around $100 million, and I think it's like a 3-year deal. So, it says here, it's downloaded 200 million times per month. So even if 95% of the people fast forward through the ads in the beginning and only listen to 1 out of every 10 episodes, like, I would say I'm way less, like 1 out of 50 episodes maybe. It's still a lot of people. And he brought in $30 million last year, all just to him. So that makes him the highest paid podcaster at $30 million. That doesn't get him on the top 100 list of Forbes, however. Number 100 with 35.1 million, Mohamed Salah.
Salah.
So soccer top heavy. Salah. And soccer right at the bottom here too. Serena Williams is at number 98 with 36 million.
Which is interesting because she's married to Mr. Reddit. Now, I don't know how Reddit makes money, but I know that that guy is I think he's a tycoon in the tech world. The guy who invented Reddit is her husband.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
She was the top paid female athlete in 16, 17, 18, and 19. And tennis has been the top paid female athlete for at least the last 10 years in a row. The only list I have goes back 10 years, so it could be more. And before that, it was Maria Sharapova for 5 years in a row. And it doesn't look like the earnings are going up that much. In 2011, Sharapova was at 25 million. Last year, Serena, top paid female athlete, 29 million. And this year, if you guessed tennis, that would be the correct guess, is Naomi Osaka. She's the top paid female athlete in the world, and you just heard of her 5 minutes ago.
And now
is that kind of amazing?
And now that you're saying the name, I'm not having one of those. Oh yeah.
Yes, her. Oh, I've seen her.
That. I just didn't click it first.
So she must
no
have
idea.
A fair amount of advertising deals, right? But if you are wanting your daughter to make it big in sports and make some bank too, that you can get in the divorce when she divorces her parents, have her play tennis, not golf. Not hoops. For God's sake, not softball. There's going to be no money there.
And don't they usually check out pretty young? Not from like life, but from their sport, so they can just kind of coast?
I just think they aren't as good when they get older, right?
Right, I just mean like a sport like, I don't know. I think you could probably play in the WNBA when you're in your early 30s, or even for male sports, you play in your 30s, late 30s sometimes.
Well, Serena can't be.
No, but she's a massive brand, though.
Yeah. Yeah, but she's still winning.
Is she?
Don't check what I just said.
There's a lot of confidence behind that. She almost completed the Serena Slam last year.
I have zero idea.
Fell apart on clay. That was very confident.
Yes. Well,
I have no idea.
I didn't expect you to answer with, is she?
All I know
that
about
was a curveball I wasn't prepared for.
Is that she was in a documentary about being pregnant, and my wife watched it when she was pregnant.
Who was?
Serena.
All right.
Like she was trying to come back after being pregnant, and I think it gave the wife a lot of strength to see somebody else going through this, and she was really emotional watching it. But I watched it, and all I could take away was, I don't know, it looks a lot easier for her. Looks like she's kind of killing it, you know? It's because she's swimming in money. Like, don't feel bad that you can't do what she's doing.
Yeah, don't buy that stuff about money can't buy happiness and
No
all that.
kidding.
I mean, I guess kind of. I mean, there are depressed people who are rich, but you'd rather be depressed
Hell yeah.
not because you live in an S-hole, right? You'd rather be depressed because you can't connect with your family or just some other stupid thing that rich people are, your pool is too warm.
But I mean, they were basically treating Serena at her home like a NASCAR every day with 6 people bringing her.
Yeah.
That's going to be easier.
Her meals.
Right.
Doing all the cleaning. Anyway.
Full pit crew.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun going through the Celebrity 100, especially number 13, Bill Simmons.
All right, interstitial.
Want to change gears?
Got a little bit of response yesterday from a couple of friends in the broadcast world who said, hey, you might want to do a little bit of a Kemp spin on Jim Nance. This yesterday after we centered our coverage of the Charles Schwab Colonial Challenge tournament on Jim Nance and his very awkward interactions with Harold Varner, his sponsor reads that he blew. It was just good to have Nancy back in our lives.
Dickhead.
Well, the thing about getting divorced, I think especially whenever you make a ton of money, I don't even think getting divorced sucks as bad as having to go to court and testify and having that become public would suck. I think if you're just at the point where the differences are irreconcilable, which is that a term that's only used in divorce? I think we talk about ensuing kickoff. Blake said earlier that you only hear tribulations whenever it's after trials.
Yeah.
Irreconcilable differences seems to only be used when it comes to divorce. What you don't want to do is have to go into a place where you are sworn in and be honest about your relationship to an impartial arbiter and then likely the public. And that is what happened to Jim Nance back in 2009 whenever he got divorced. And in this article that was in a Chicago paper, they described it as a tearful courtroom on both sides. Not only Nance, but his wife of 26 years, Lori Carlson Nance. Both testified about the breakdown of their marriage, what really went down at the end of it. Both parties broke down on the stand and outside the courtroom. Now, the first thing I'll let you know is that this is back in 2009, and it came out during this trial that Nance was making $7 million a year from CBS and various endorsements. Is it 10 now? 11?
Gotta be, right?
So, the first thing I'll say is, I'm not a big fan of Jim Nance, but that means that we're supposing that Bill Simmons made 8 times as much as Jim Nance last year.
Yeah.
Now, that might have been largely around one deal, but still, that's bonkers. So that was the first revelation, that he was making around 7 in 2009. It says here, Nance cried on the stand as he testified about how his wife used to follow him around the country to various sporting events he was working at, but gradually lost interest in his career. She could not even be bothered to go to New York City to watch him collect a Man of the Year award or let him hang the oil painting of himself that he received with the award in their house. She made him put it in storage.
Damn.
And, like, don't you just imagine for a guy like Nance how crushing that is? A guy who has his own wine line.
Like, would you ever want an oil painting of yourself up?
No, of course not. Would you want to hang up the Big Mac Mavs jersey? And your wife's like, no, but not over the mantle.
But he was moved to tears over the fact that he couldn't, and just recalling the story. Right. Not even, it wasn't during the time. Imagine how he would have been
dark place,
sobbing during that time.
He was offered the hosting slot on the...
So wait, the wife won't go with you on a a business trip and you're really upset?
Right. He's like, I got to go to Augusta again. And she said,
Well, I thought I
"I've been
didn't
a
like
dozen
Nancy
times."
before this segment. Go ahead.
Right, yeah, he's complaining, crying about that on the stand.
Right. What if you're like, yeah, I'm going to Oxnard this year for Cowboys training camp. Man, my wife wouldn't go. It's so sad.
I may have to stay back. You guys got a
That's
ISDN or?
It's just terrible that she won't go.
Right. And then the oil painting for the Man of the Year award. He was offered the hosting slot of the CBS Early Show. So this is kind of like for the news in the morning. They'll do like your little Good Morning America type.
Oh yeah, boy, that's big money too. Real
Huge
big
money. But turned it down because she was against it. So we're back on possibly.
So he wanted to do it. She's like, I don't know.
That's what he says.
I won't do it then, honey, because I love you so much. Back to you.
Now he
Back to you.
Let's go back to my wife.
that before the divorce was final, he did start to date a 29-year-old woman.
Oh,
He was 50 at the time.
All right. There may be that little thing.
This was deemed immaterial because the judge concluded that the marriage deteriorated earlier and this remote event in no way contributed to the breakdown of the marriage.
Not at all.
So that's an interesting one where you're like, I'm not divorced yet,
But the marriage is already broken down.
but that's subjective. So you're in your mind thinking, do you think someone else would look at this and say it's already broken down?
I think it. Well, let me talk to you about that 29-year-old.
But right, like you're kind of playing with fire there because you may think it's broken down.
Right.
But you have to convince a judge it was so broken down that whenever
Right.
you start dealing with this bartender.
But I started crying to prove
Right.
that it was broken down.
I'm sure he did.
It was so broken down because I couldn't hang a picture of myself. The study.
Apparently it was really emotional all the way around because, again, they were married for 26 years.
Did she take him hard for? She get a lot of that money?
$72,000 monthly in alimony until he dies or his ex-wife remarries. Now, let's see. I should have looked up whether or not she
Boy.
was remarried.
I ain't remarrying for sure. Why would you?
Right. Just become an old coog, living on
Yeah, just date. You don't have to.
I wonder what $750,000
If
a
you're
year.
common law married, would that cut into that? $72,000 a month.
Damn.
Yeah. And his kid, I believe, was still a minor at this time because it says another $1,000 weekly in child support for the
Damn.
next 2 years. There's another.
Because the 72
Right.
does not cover that. What would you do? Like, what would you do with
Anything
72?
you wanted,
Like, what if you
boy.
had to spend it? Could you?
Hell yeah.
Well,
Couldn't put it in the bank.
isn't that the bit that if you've ever had a buddy who got divorced and he goes and picks up his kid and then he sees new boyfriend of ex-wife over there, like,
Yeah.
wiping down his jet ski or his phone?
Right, that's what he paid
Son
for.
of a bitch.
He paid for that jet ski.
So then amp that up to it's Jim Nance's $72,000 a month and think of what you could do with that if you were the 29-year-old flip side. Like you're the 29-year-old male and it's Jim Nance's ex-wife and now you've got his $800,000 a year to mess around with. And look, kids can only, 60, 70K a
Ooh.
year for the kid. The rest of it's, well, actually, you know what? If you're Jim Nance's kid, that probably covers one semester of tuition.
Yeah, you're going to a private school for sure.
Yeah.
You have a driver.
Yeah.
Well, I want to have a driver, bro.
But as bad as this is,
I want to say non-starter, and I want to have a driver.
how much would you pay just to have a little 2-minute clip of Nancy up there crying about how she wouldn't let him hang the painting up?
What if that thing was pay-per-view, man?
Ah, hell.
All right, it's 2:49. This is the ticket.
The Ticket's content is on demand at iTunes, Spotify, theticket.com, or on the Ticket tab in the Sports Day Talk app. Subscribe to our podcast feeds and never miss a segment when your live listening is interrupted by a, Zoom meeting.
Hello. Why do you sound so far away, Corby? I do. Do I sound far away?
Yeah, closer.
Or just listen to your favorite stuff again as you share the funny with your friends. Ticket content is on demand, on your radio, online, and podcasting on your phone. It's Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310.
Experience the Freeman Hyundai difference. Freeman Hyundai will work with you to satisfy all of your car buying needs. They'll handle everything online or on the phone. They'll even deliver for a car to test drive at your home or office. Get deals during the Freeman Hyundai sales event like 2.9% APR for up to 60 months and $2,750 cash back on the all-new 2020 Tucsons. And get Hyundai Assurance featuring America's best warranty, 10 years or 100,000 miles on the powertrain. Details at freemanhyundai.com with approved credit through Hyundai Motor Finance. See dealer for details.
Here's your chance to do something good for your community. Texas Motor Speedway and Speedway Children's Charities Texas chapter is partnering with the American Red Cross North Texas region for a by-appointment-only blood drive on Wednesday, June 24th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. COVID-19 antibody testing will also be provided with each blood donation. Help support the American Red Cross as they continue their life-saving mission in North Texas. For details, go to TexasMotorspeedway.com. That's TexasMotorspeedway.com.
Hi, this is Rodney Anderson. Have you considered a cash-out refinance? Let me share with you what a cash-out refinance can do for you. It can pay off high interest rate credit card debts and help you improve your monthly cash flow by hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you have good Exxon credit and equity in your home, give me a call right now at 1-800-EXPRESS or apply online at RodneyAnderson.com. Our goal is to close your cash out in 15 days or less.
Damn.
An extremely rare LeBron James rookie card going up for auction next week, expected to fetch over $1 million. That would set a record for the most valuable modern card of all time. That is the Ticker. I'm Ty Walker on Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310 The Ticker.
We call him Sports Sturm for a reason. Hot sports opinions from Bob Sturm and Corby Davidson. This afternoon, 3 to 7 on the Hardline on Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310 The Ticket. Once again, Bad Radio presents Why Today Doesn't Suck.
Yeah, man, listen, I'm sorry. I tried to do something different for my birthday. I guess it got weird.
No, it's okay. It was fine. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
And now, here are your hosts, Jake Kemp and Dan McDowell. Jake Kemp.
All right, at 2:55 here from the den, which is about as far away from New Zealand
Oh,
as you can
shit.
get.
So I'll set him in his face, damn it.
Thank you, Jake. A1 Locksmith and Security brings you Dan's son.
Thanks, Scro. You're killing it today.
You too.
Let's say hello to Hardline. The Hardline, which features Corby, Bob,
What up?
Corby Davidson, CBD.
Say hello to Bob. Hello, Bob.
Say a little bit.
Just a dose of Dinku, though, I've noticed. Or I've been told, I think.
You almost done?
Hey, boys.
Started.
Hey, boys.
Just started, Danny.
What are you guys
Carry
doing?
this over.
Let's carry this over. You guys should have called me for some Naomi Osaka talk.
Yeah, when I saw that yesterday, I was certainly thinking you knew who this was, but I correctly predicted Jake would have never heard of her before.
You may have heard of her, Jake, because 2 years ago in the U.S. Open, she played Serena in the finals, and Serena started berating an official, the umpire that was judging the match. They got into a big dust-up, and it kind of overshadowed Osaka winning her first major. And, Serena made it all about herself. Shocker.
I remember the tennis player, the female tennis player who had to get a breast reduction.
Simona Halep,
Yeah.
who's come back to win multiple majors.
Have you guys heard Corby reel off the top 20 women's tennis players in the world?
I can't do that.
I heard he did men's a year ago or so, right?
It's so stupid. Nobody should know that much.
Tennis.
The segment is going to be about tennis.
And on the topic of Jim Nance, I don't mean to be, shallow. But the 50-something-year-old wife and the 29-year-old wife look exactly like you think they would.
Really?
Well, here's the ex-wife.
Okay.
What are we doing here?
And then here's the current wife.
All right.
He married the homewrecker.
I would say in the narrative of celebrity dudes who realize they get older, but why should they stay married when it's very easy because you're a celebrity? I would say he followed the recipe perfectly, which is sad.
I would never do that.
So
Yeah.
But
and then
God forbid if something did happen.
And then this one has to really make the ex-wife happy because
the new baby?
there's 29-year-old and new baby. But I would argue that Dan would, at that point, would say that's where he took a wrong turn. Right?
By having a baby?
Yeah.
I don't know.
By re-entering, like you would like to do the
I'd
whole
like
family
kids.
thing again? No, I know you like your kids.
Yeah, I might. Like, you know how good our softball team will be next time I do it?
Now here's the other thing.
Just I don't have another 12-year-old girl to coach.
So when he did it the first time around, let's say he was like 30. They've been married for a couple of years.
Right.
It wasn't Jim Nance.
Come
yet, so
on,
she was still
Schwartzy.
having to do a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Take out the diaper genie. It's your turn.
Now he
to get up
hires
at
2 people to do that.
Yeah, when you're 50 and she's 29, or now 60 and 39, she's basically beholden to you. She has no leverage or power. She can't ask you to do anything.
That'd be great.
Don't you think, Bob?
You just get to hang out with the kid when it's fun time, and that's it.
I love my kids. After 25 years of parenting, though, I don't know that I would say, you know what? Let's do 25 more and
But take
start
out
all over
all
again.
the bad parts.
Right. You only have the good part.
Yeah, it's still parenting.
I don't know, bro.
And
Tell me Dirk has done as much as you have? Well, maybe Dirk.
Yeah, Dirk does a lot,
can't
man.
get away.
Bring a Dirk into this for
Yeah, that was a bad idea.
Sure.
And then the
Let's
other
just
Jim
say
Nance
Nance.
thing is he literally lived in one of those Big Little Lies houses right on the ocean, right in Monterey/Pebble Beach.
And guess what else he gets to do?
Doesn't he have a mock-up of
He's got the
Amen Corner or something?
he's got
does.
the seventh hole in his side yard.
He's got the island green in his backyard.
There's your block,
that
buddy.
would be weird.
So here's the other thing he gets that you guys aren't even mentioning. He gets to hang pictures of Jim Nance around the whole house, anywhere he wants.
That's right.
Yeah.
Above the bed, there's a big giant painting of Jim Nance, like on the ceiling.
Donovan has that.
So
It's a
he,
hilarious note to have to mention in your divorce trial.
so he can look at Jim Nance, or she can, depending on,
Well, I mean, at least let me say there's one thing relatable about what he said, which is no matter how far you exceed your initial projections of where your career could go, don't think there's ever going to come a time where she's just going to let you hang stuff in the house, except for that little closet you might call an office.
Yeah.
That's your space.
I don't want to hang stuff. That's
other-
not my job.
What if it just hang stuff and then just hang a painting of you?
Cause and effect, though, if she would let you hang that, I might not be tagging this 29-year-old now.
Right.
Sorry.
Check.
It's not my fault.
The checkers.
In fact, that's what you laid out, right? The marriage was broken up before the 29-year-old came in.
Right.
It was her fault that I got this 29-year-old.
She's basically asking.
She might as well have just sign me up for the dating app. Today is Tuesday, June 16th, 168th day of the year. 198 days
over here.
remain in 2020.
Oh, I have ideas.
2 segments or?
On this day in 1963, it was the world's first female space traveler.
Amelia Earhart, right?
Valentina Tereshkova
Oh, I thought you were going to say it was like a female chimp.
was a Soviet cosmonaut. They wanted to see if,
What?
moon and the cycles.
Still feel once a month.
They sent her up.
Hell.
They're like, we can't deal with her right now. On this day in 1975, Bob, the Milwaukee Bucks traded center Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to the Los Angeles Lakers.
For Dave Myers, Brian Winters, Junior Bishop.
Why? Like how? What? How could that happen?
Were you pissed?
I'm out there busting my buns every night.
Well, I was 2, but
There's no way you guys know about it.
nearly 3, and I'm pretty sure that Wisconsin was quick to say, we had a good run, and
Did you go off?
he is Islamic, and I'm guessing at the time,
Yeah.
rural Wisconsin
Good middleway, son.
wasn't fully ready for.
Yeah, he said it did not fit his cultural needs.
You know what? I'm gonna say he's probably right.
I'd love to read the
Bob from a toy phone. What's your
prominent sports columnist in Milwaukee the day he converted. That was public.
Hey,
Was Giannis going to convert?
we got a title, and we went to another finals. Pretty good run with Lou Alcindor.
On this day in 2008, Tiger Woods, playing on an injured knee that would require season-ending surgery, won an epic U.S. Open after a 19-hole playoff with Rocco.
The playoff went into a playoff?
I don't know.
What do you? No.
Yeah. 19-hole playoff. The playoff went into a playoff.
Man, I don't remember that at all.
Neither.
I thought he won it on 18. Was he Lou
Give it to
Alcindor
him.
or Kareem at the time of the trade?
You don't think you know if they played 19
I want to
extra
check
holes?
that.
There's
Well, it's a Monday playoff, Jake.
Okay.
It's, they come back the next day at the U.S. Open.
So you just played, okay, so you played 19 the next day and none the day of? That's how that works?
Yeah.
Right.
Like you tie on Sunday and then you play on
around.
Monday.
They should have done that at the Colonial.
Celebrity weddings on this date.
He converted to Kareem in 71.
Oh, wow.
So he was there for 4 years.
Before the title.
Celebrity weddings on this date.
love that?
Notice this?
Oh, he didn't even
On this
catch
day in
it.
2007,
Damn it.
singer Rod Stewart.
Oh, if he would have held on to it.
62-year-old Rod Stewart married
Oh, no, I remember this one.
36-year-old Penny Lancaster.
Oh, they gave it to him.
Not too bad, right? 62, 36.
Hell
half my
yeah.
age. Yeah.
62 and 36.
Yeah.
It's
was
half per
pretty.
7, though. So you just barely got it.
Does that make it work?
All right, tell me which is worse or better, depending on your perspective.
Okay.
On this day in 1943, comedian Charlie Chaplin,
Oh, no.
at the age of 54, married actress Una O'Neill. He was 54. She was 18.
Oh, come on now.
Legal, bro.
Legal, but the word barely could be in front of that.
Well, that's where the magazine came from.
And also, you trusted that age?
In fact, they used to call it Charlie Chaplin's barely legal.
Son of a bitch.
Little wink and the mustache up on top.
Right. Oh, hey.
Oh, she had a chaplain.
Damn.
They were like little Velcro strips. You could stick them right together. His and hers.
Back when the chaplain was a chaplain.
And by the way, back then when she was over the hill. Like that was, you couldn't even have kids anymore at 18.
Right.
Brittany writes, to whom it may concern at the Why Today Doesn't Suck show. My P1 boyfriend Tim Nowak has a birthday.
Oh, maybe related to the diaper astronaut.
Leader is Gordon Keith.
Oh.
He was woken up in that
Did you
special
write him
way.
a nice note?
Would like to hear George rap about what he does after school.
After school.
Wants to hear George, leader is Gordo. Maybe you ought to write the musers.
After school, I'll take your dick into the pool.
Whoa.
You take your what to the pool?
So hard to do what he did.
Kathy wants to wish happy birthday for her husband, Richie.
I thought I was going to get that boy.
Odek. She says it's like the part of the sheet, the shed.
Whoa.
Or the hose meat. Let's see. Anyway, Kathy.
Hose,
Richie Odek.
Dave, Hose.
My friend Patrick Darby is 25.
That.
What?
From Robert Boyd. Leaders are Dan and Corby, and he'd like to hear a joke from Line 4 guy.
I'll call him.
Ah, hell.
Yeah.
All right. We have a joke today?
Scrolling.
I can read a couple more. Greg Tepper wishes my brother Matt Tepper happy 36th birthday. Leaders are Jake Z, Queeby Davidson.
That is another unit that ranks high on the DFW Brother Power Rankings.
What?
The Tepper.
You know the most popular, highest rated sex position, Dan?
The most popular, highest rated sex position. So,
Kneeling down and begging. Begging. I gotta go hit a tee shot now.
Tommy Nelson says, Mr. Lieberman, it is my friend Spencer Bass's 37th birthday. He's the king of modern furniture. Leaders are Dan, Lyle Odeline, and Matthew Barnaby.
Good dudes there, too.
Not falling for this again.
And
It's not that great.
Scott Mayer, it is my 34th birthday. I wrote my own email because nobody loves me.
Well, at least you know it.
My leader was Jake. But I am a common man, so since he went all tier 1, my new leader is Mino.
Good. That'll happen.
Good choice.
I would like to hear Danny Red Hot Chili Peppers impression. I don't know that he has one.
Which one's red?
Danny, do you think that the Chili Peppers are too obsessed with the state of California?
No, I've already heard Danny's Chili Peppers thoughts for the day.
I threw 3 picks. Damn.
State is in every song, lyric, or title.
Right? No matter what the song,
Yeah.
even when California is mentioned, or L.A.
Yeah.
Should Texas
The Lakers.
be throwing the
They
stone
have a
at
song
that?
called Magic Johnson. What do you want?
Should a Texan be, like, criticizing someone else for their overly love of their state?
Right. I'm not a Texan, Dan. But I got
Where were you
here
born?
as quick as I could.
Where were you born, Danny?
Boston, Mass.
Oh, Yankee.
When did you know that you were born there?
My whole life.
Oh, you knew you were born there? You just, okay.
Like, in the first 10 minutes, you knew you were in Boston?
Then you
But you had
were
a
left
tea
on the
time.
doorstep.
Yeah.
Did it go like Gordon said, where
We're gonna go to Fenway.
you were shot out over a sewer grate?
And traveled to Texas.
Right. You rolled down into the sewer.
International sewer system.
Like
Other
a rat
birthdays
not
today
off the
include-
umbilical cord.
Raised by rats.
Birthdays today, we have Kerry Wood,
And I ate
Oh, we just
other
saw him.
placentas on my way and
Yeah.
became
He's
a
holding up
giant
well.
man, looking
Phil
looking good.
Mickelson.
Man, he looks great.
Yeah.
Phil Mickelson.
He kind of looks like plain white Kerry Wood, doesn't he?
South Grand Prairie, right? Or was he regular Grand Prix?
Daryl Griffith, who is known as what, Jake? Do you know?
Del Griffith?
No.
Daryl Griffith.
No.
Oh, I know.
I know Bob knows. Daryl Griffith.
So it rhymes with Daryl.
Well, he sold shower rings.
Danny.
Oh, from Planes, Trains, and
Danny
Automobiles.
No.
Airplane.
No, Daryl Griffith.
All right, Corby. Or go ahead, Bob.
He is the one and only Dr. Duncanstein.
Right.
You didn't have his
Yeah.
poster?
Okay.
Dr. Duncanstein.
Did you just say you don't
Actual
care?
MD.
Said I don't know.
Oh, well, you should care. This is very important stuff.
Birthday of
sold a
Wally
lot of
Joyner.
40-year-old.
Jurgen Klopp.
It's next to my Robert Parrish poster,
I
Bob.
don't think it's Jurgen, is
Jurgen
it?
Klopp.
No way. Yeah.
No?
Oh, it's Klopp's birthday?
Jurgen.
Ah,
Sala.
well,
He's certainly part of my proclamation that soccer has the hottest coaches.
we're going to get him a trophy.
What is there? Yeah, the best hair too.
All the soccer coaches.
The Germany guy with
are
the
hot.
helmet.
Tree Rollins.
It looks like he was in the Smiths.
Roberto Duran.
That was a drop.
I'm not
MC
sure.
Ren.
Jake, they're all like 53.
Oh, MC Ren?
Yeah.
Nice.
John Cho.
Did we have MC Ren on the show? I think we did.
The notorious CHO?
And 72 years old today, Al Cowlings.
Poor Al.
AC.
Kind of looks like the fat guy from Superbad that's not fat anymore.
Does he, Jonah Hill, does he go through a day?
Finally reissuing the Bronco this year.
Does he go through one day without thinking about that?
Yeah.
You think?
AC does?
Yeah.
Yeah, one day.
AC.
Was that his, the height of his fame?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did he ever get a chick from that?
Oh, yes.
He had sex solely because he was involved in that.
In the Bronco.
I absolutely he did.
Don't cut my head off there.
Hey, best
Born
friend.
on this day now dead, Ken Johnson, the first,
Ken Johnson.
the first pitcher to lose a complete game no-hitter.
Hall of Fame.
Janet Pilgrim,
With a chicken?
who was one of the early Playboy Playmates. Look her up. Janet Pilgrim
Okay.
in 1955. She was a Playboy centerfold.
I'm gonna look up Janet Pilgrim today.
She's dead.
Well, born on this day now dead.
Oh.
You don't know a cam on her.
You know,
Let's see.
times have gotten better.
Geronimo, the Apache leader.
Oof.
Stan Laurel.
Okay, not bad.
James
all
Hellwig.
right.
Do you know who that is, Ty?
Hellwig and the Angry.
That is Ultimate Warrior, right?
That's the lead singer from
man.
Metallica.
Huge fan of the Ultimate Warrior.
And Tupac Shakur.
Or is he?
I'm with
He was
Jake.
at least born on this day.
Who are you?
Do you guys see?
Never heard of you, son.
How did GiveMeTheVin.com get named America's best car buyer? Because we pay the most and we do what we say we're going to do when we say we're going to do it. GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. Give me the VIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Abercrombie.
Abercrombie. Amber. Did I say Amber?
Yes, twice.
The Abercrombie alert. George
Cargo
Reeves.
shorts, half off.
The original Superman, George Reeves, committed suicide.
Oh. Yeah, he ran into a wall.
Not that he jumped out the window. He thought,
But if he ran into a wall, wouldn't he crash right through it?
Mel Allen died
Hey,
on this
man.
day in 1996. Stephen First, who was Flounder in Animal House. You ever seen Animal House, Jake?
Yes, but it's been a long time.
Flounder died?
Yeah,
3 years ago.
2017, yeah.
That's took such good care of himself.
Yeah.
Such a surprise.
You guys playing cards?
That's not him.
Who is it?
Who was that?
Flounder was the big fat guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's Animal House.
or a headband?
You just did a Stripes reference, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. You did.
Did I?
Or wait.
Or no, or you
Am I
did
high?
do Revenge of the Nerds.
You should bet growing your hair out over it.
You guys
Let's
playing
start again.
cards.
Flounder's an Animal House, guys.
Yeah, I know.
You're good.
We're talking about the
Oh,
scene.
okay. Oh, okay.
You said you guys playing
You
cards.
guys playing cards, or is that in Dumb and Dumber?
That is an Animal House, Dan.
Thank
Is
you.
it?
That is Flounder.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
He wins.
Sorry, Danny.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to God.
A little shaken that we lost Flounder, though.
It's weird. Died on this day in 2014, Tony Gwynn.
Dude.
Did he die of like
No, I
lip
think he was
cancer?
pretty clean. You're thinking Kirby Puckett.
Yeah.
Jeez.
My God, Dan.
Other stout
Blindly sexually assault someone.
I didn't say that. I just said Kempspin. That could mean anything.
Well, that's what it
We
meant.
know what you meant.
And died on this day in 1970.
He really is playing golf.
Yeah, he really.
There's
really
no doubt he's playing golf.
You don't have a. What was the guy Tom Grieve used to hand his phone to?
Right.
Dave,
Caddy.
director.
Dave
For Chet.
Is this a question?
Dave.
Question?
It was this director or the
Right.
producer of the
As
broadcast.
he would line up a putt
What is his name?
during our broadcast, our weekly show. Dave
How do you not remember his name, Bob?
Lawson? No, that's.
Dave Burchett.
No.
Shut up.
Kurt?
Kurt Dykert.
Yes.
Oh, the Dykers. Oh, yeah, good friends.
Died on this day in 1970, Brian Piccolo.
Oh man.
Here we go.
Oh, and then they made that comedy.
Hang on, let me get the tee set up.
You, Dan.
Let me put the ball up there.
Have we ever watched Brian's song for the show?
Okay, there it is.
I've only seen it once, and it was in class, and I cried like a bitch in front of all the girls in like 4th grade. 5. So depressing. 4.
Slide their
4
phone,
guys
bro.
flying. Yeah, put him on suspension.
Yeah. You can't play
And
golf.
you're done.
He's at Royal Birkdale.